Listen, I know you football editors get extremely frustrated when the edits you work so hard on receive copyright issues all the time. But that is because you might not truly understand how the heck copyright even works. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you will have your doctorates in copyrightology, as I will explain to you guys how YouTube copyright works and give you actionable tips on how to avoid it so you can share your edits to the world copyright free. If you don't know me already, I'm bah.editzHD, and I make football edits, tutorials, and tips for football editors who are looking to grow their football editing channel and learn all the important aspects of football editing, such as copyright. So whether you are a big channel looking to spice up your edits, a complete beginner who has never edited before, or a small channel who's looking to improve their numbers and see better growth, this channel is just for you. I have a bunch of helpful videos that I'll be dropping this summer, which will benefit all football editors. So unless you want to miss out on golden tips and tricks that can currently only be found by doing hours of boring research, smash that subscribe button with the notification bell. By doing so, you'll get a day's worth of research information that will benefit all football editors, condensed into a short video which will be delivered straight into your YouTube inbox. That's all from me. Let's get into the video. Disclaimer: this video does not promote nor encourage any illegal activities respective to copyright. All contents provided in this video is meant for educational purposes only. If you've heard of the word copyright but don't know what it means, copyright basically protects your audio, images, and videos from theft or unauthorized use by others who may claim these works as their own or profit from incorporating them into their own work. The definition is as simple as that, but let's talk YouTube copyright. On YouTube, we have two types of copyright. You have the less serious copyright claim, or better known as a content ID claim, and the much more serious copyright strike. First, we'll talk about copyright claims, and then we'll get into copyright strikes. Remember, these are two different things. Content ID claims are probably the most common claims that you can receive as a football editor, and that usually comes down to your music. Most of the popular songs used in edits will most likely receive a content ID claim, as they are auto-detected by YouTube. The chances of getting terminated for using the music is extremely low to none, because these artists are not individually assigning copyright strikes, but rather an automated YouTube bot is assigning these claims. Think of it like layers. The first layer is the YouTube automated bot, and then the second layer is the actual person or artist themselves. These artists might just take advantage of the YouTube automated bot itself, and they will not go and manually copyright strike individual people. And that is because they might be less tempted to assign copyright strikes, because if everyone is using their song, it is basically free publicity for them, and who does not want that? When you get a copyright claim / restriction, you are still free to upload that video with the song, and your short will not be greatly affected. However, these four things can possibly happen. 1. The copyright holder can take your revenue on that certain video. 2. The copyright holder can play ads on your video. 3. The copyright holder can restrict your video in some countries, areas, and regions. And 4. The copyright holder may just choose to do nothing at all. However, if you were to use music from a smaller creator, such as those who make tight beats, it is important that you contact them in advance and ask them if it's alright if you can use their music. If they want you to pay, then pay. If they want you to credit them, then credit them. But usually, if you were to use music from a smaller creator, they would be more tempted to stop you from using their music. Trust me, if you get into a copyright issue with these guys, you will lose every single time, without a doubt. Remember, if you get a copyright claim, your channel will be fine and you will not get banned. However, the next part we will talk about gets more serious, and we'll talk some more about actual consequences and termination. Unlike an automated copyright claim, copyright strikes are manually assigned by the copyright owner themselves. If the strike is approved by YouTube, the person who stole the content will receive a strike which affects their channel standing towards monetization. The video that received the strike will be removed as well. Each strike also lasts up to 90 days, and if you accumulate 3 strikes in those 90 days, your channel is terminated for good. You will usually receive copyright strikes for your clips. That means if you're stealing clips without the owner's permission or following their fair use policies, you are in for some trouble. I will discuss in more detail later in the video on how to avoid these copyright strikes. I know some of you guys are probably thinking,
but can I just, get away with it? I mean, there's over 800 million videos on YouTube. I mean, surely they won't be able to find my video where I stole, borrowed their clips. I mean, there is only a 1.3 times 10 to the negative 9 chance they find my video to copyright strike it. It will be impossible to find me, right? Right?
Well, the answer to that question is a hard no. YouTube now has a tool in YouTube Studio where it indexes through all of YouTube and sees if your video has been used or stolen by other users. From there, you can submit a takedown request on the spot. I would suggest that if you have any popular edits to check out this feature, because there's about 10 guys on my list who have decided to take my video and upload it as their own. No changes, no credit, no nothing. Like, look at this dude who took my video and titled it random edit cause I'm bored. Like, bro made the whole entire thing himself. Now you might be wondering, how the heck can I make and upload the edits without getting striked or claimed? Well, we'll talk about this in the next part of the video. By following the next 3 methods, you will be able to avoid copyright claims, or better known as Content ID claims. To avoid copyright claims, it is advisable to utilize music that is approved for use on YouTube. YouTube does provide a library of royalty-free music and soundtracks that creators can access through their Creator Studio. By using music from this approved library, viewers can ensure that they are incorporating music that complies with the YouTube policies and guidelines. Another good way to avoid copyright claims is by using free sounds in your YouTube videos. By sourcing royalty-free sound effects, music, and other audio elements from reputable platforms, you can ensure that you have the necessary permission to use them in your content. If you were to use free type beats from YouTube, make sure you follow the profit and crediting policies of the creator to avoid any kind of issues. Employing speed or slowed down sounds in your videos can be an effective way to avoid copyright claims. By modifying the playback speed of copyrighted audio, you can create transformative content that is not picked up by a YouTube Content ID detector. However, this method still infringes copyright on a song and does not give you ownership of the song, nor does it protect you from future strikes. Make sure you are given proper permission and credits if you are to use speeds or slowed sounds. Keep in mind, I am not endorsing this method, but rather am mentioning this for educational purposes. Now let's talk about how to avoid copyright strikes. Utilizing Creative Commons clips is another effective way to avoid copyright strikes on YouTube. Creative Commons licenses provide a framework that allows creators to share their work with specific permissions for others to use, often requiring attribution or limiting commercial use. By selecting and properly attributing Creative Commons licensed clips, viewers can ensure compliance with the license terms and reduce the risk of a copyright strike. In order to avoid copyright strikes, it is important to use free clips in your YouTube videos. This one is personally my favorite. You can find video footage that explicitly states that it's free to use, whether it is through YouTube, Discord, TikTok, Instagram, etc. Now, a question that I get a lot is that how do I get clips and how do I download them? Well, if you're watching to this point, I have a gift for you. If you join my Discord server down below, there's a video where I detail step-by-step instructions on how I personally download my clips. In the server, there's also a free clips channel where you can share or download yours and other editors' clips for free without breaking any kind of copyright issue. The link is in the bio, and of course, thanks for watching.